Cam got hit.
You do it right now?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here to talk about a movie, Brightburn, aka Nega Superman. Runs wild.
CJ, what did I just watch?
I don't know.
Please explain to me what I just watched.
I tell you what you watched. Everybody says.
Hold on a second. I just want to express this, that both you and D mentioned this movie to me. And I said, okay, I looked at this as, all right, this is supposedly a what if Superman went bad. Like, let's look at his origins and see where does he go bad. And holy crap, did I get whiplash because this movie took a super hard left turn.
This is a movie that is directed by David Yarovesky, written by... Funny thing, it's produced by James Gunn, but is written by his brother Brian and his cousin Mark. Not even joking.
Hey, James, look at me. Get your cousin off shit. Get your cousin and your brother off shit. Now.
So, this movie has a good idea. The crux of this movie...
Great idea.
Great idea. It's an interesting and novel idea, right?
And Chris, I'm glad that you opened it up with that, because you and I both got not attacked, but challenged, if you will, from a lot of people who, let's just be honest, they don't know shit, and they're like, "Well, did you give the movie a chance?"
No, I did.
Yes,
we did.
I
went into it with I was like, "Yo, we got this movie early. We can go check it out." And I was excited, and I watched the movie. Now here's where me and D, I would say I'm not as hard in the paint on it, but I'm still hard in the paint on it. D felt that it started off very slow.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I felt that it was slow, but it needed to be slow because you're setting up whatever story about it. The problem was when they set it up, it's like, okay, let's go. We just got a full hour and 10 minutes? What?
Yeah. And that's the thing, too. It's just, like, everything that happens in this movie. So basically, Elizabeth Banks and her husband, what was it? Forgot the dude's name.
I call him mild-mannered white guy with a beard.
Yeah. Yeah, so you
David Denman.
Yeah, so Elizabeth Banks and David Denman, they played Tori and Cal Breyer. And much like the Superman myth, they got a farm in Kansas or whatever. And a meteor crashes, boom, just like Superman. There's a little baby in there, and they name him Brandon. So...
As you do.
Yeah, so what ends up happening is the movie... They forego the process of seeing the baby grow up. They montage the shit out of it, basically. And
through home videos.
Yeah, home videos. All right, fine, whatever. And
I always find that funny when you get like the actor to be with somebody's baby.
so like he grows up, and what ends up happening, and this is where the movie kind of it goes off rails to me. The biggest problem with the movie is they don't do any sort of work on the character of Brandon, because
he just wakes up.
Yeah, he just
wakes
he's just
up.
Evil for the sake of it. There's no like build up to why he's evil.
And a lot of people probably will say, "Well, he's hearing voices from his space pod." All right, cool. He's hearing voices from his space pod to make him evil. But once he hears them, he's automatically evil for the rest of the movie. And
no conflict.
None.
No conflict. Because here's the thing. It would make sense if his parents were shitty. They're good parents. Yeah. Really good parents.
The dad is a dad. And Elizabeth Banks is pretty much playing the cool mom, where she's kind of like, well, I don't know why I'm saying cool mom, but kind of like the overbearing mom, where she is really being very protective of David. Like, she doesn't believe David is evil. Even at one point in the movie, when all the shenanigans starts popping up because of Brandon, she doesn't believe that he's evil, And the father is kind of being he's basically being the bad cop to Elizabeth Banks' good cop. So and this is where in my head canon, I was like, well, this is where the heel turn started. he gets a rifle from his uncle, and the father's like, "Nah, you're not getting a rifle." He throws a temper tantrum. That's when I was like, "Oh, so this is where your heel turns, huh?" All right.
Exactly. That's what I thought it was going to happen too. Like, all right, now at this point, that's when he's going to be like, "I don't like you, Dad. Fuck you." No, the movie decides to hit the e-brake and then crawl up a fucking hill for the rest of the movie.
Now, to the movie's credit, I will say this. The horror elements with David when he's dressed up in that shitty-ass costume, I will give credit that it is creepy, because at one point, the cops are rolling up in the house and stuff like that, and he's like doing, like, you see the eye glowing inside the fucking KKK hood. That's what I'm gonna fucking call it.
Oh, it's a Klan hood. It's a Klan hood.
Klan hood. And he has the evil eyes, and I was like, okay, that's a bit creepy. Like you saw the commercial, like he literally, because I don't give a shit, kills his uncle, and like, and Ares made a valid point where he was like, no.
He just said no.
That was the best. Actually, that was the best line. That was the best line in the movie. The second he saw him and the lights. All right, actually, I do have a problem with that horror stuff. Like any other time, that is a cool little thing to do. If we were doing a movie about, like, I don't know, I'm just saying, for example, if we were doing a movie about the Scarecrow, and he did shit like that, understandable. But when you give it to Superman, it's like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this Jason Voorhees shit, dude?
Well, it's like,
why?
That's the thing. It's like, I don't understand his rhyme and reason. Like, if it was established that he's killing for the sake of killing, fine. But like, they do.
He doesn't kill. He doesn't kill small animals. He doesn't kill like He finally does, but when he does, it's like it's because I'm evil. You see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's no trigger to it. And you probably say, well, the voices told him to do it. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Hold on.
There's a difference between Goku getting woke up by his pod saying, kill the humans, there's a moon nigga. There's that. And then there's Superman learning that you can kill everybody. And Superman goes, no, I must fight against this. Okay, that's cool too. He just goes, you know what? I like fucking Mike Myers. Let me act like him for the rest of the damn movie.
I mean, that's the
one does not make a leap like that. That's all I'm trying to really say.
On top of that, it's like he has at one point, I'm thinking, okay, maybe he turned bad because of the kids. Because I remember watching the trailer and the kids pushed him down like he's getting bullied. They don't even take advantage of that aspect, because I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's going to kill the kids because they bullied them. And that would have been an interesting angle to do, right? But they don't even do that.
That was only just one or two instances when that
crushed
happened.
the girl's arm, and I'm like, but it looked like he did that shit by accident.
You don't like me, Crush. It's like, hold on.
No.
So far, yeah, he's the weird kid, but he's not like bullied or nothing.
Well, they just make fun of him a little bit, but it's like,
yeah, it's not like he's really bullied to the point of going carry on everybody. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's the biggest issue is this movie drops the ball on the ideas that they could have really put forth with the premise.
But as you can see from the movie's runtime, they just said, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck that. Fuck this. Interesting plot point that we could have used. Get it out of here. We're good.
I mean, I'm just going to say it right now.
You know how everybody says this is Zack Snyder's version of it? No, because D will say this, and I mean this. If Zack Snyder did it, two things. It would have been pretty, and at least it would have been cool.
You're forgetting one.
At least it would have been cool.
You're forgetting one more thing. There would have been a lot of slow motions and angelic looking shots.
Yep.
You know what? I'd rather have it.
I mean, here's the thing too that I thought was interesting. Like, I think he kills. He kills
homegirl's mom.
He kills the diner chick. He kills the two cops.
Which, that scene to me was like, yo, you went a long way to scare the shit out of her just to not really kind of kill her.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yo, he total in this movie, he got 6 kills in. Six kills. I think it might be 7. I don't know, but 6 kills total.
Goku, let me make it very clear. Goku leveled all of Pilaf's fucking castle, maybe killing several servants, and I'm guaranteeing you it was higher than this nigga, man.
I mean, but that's the thing too. It's like when you have this premise, right? Because like I said, I thought the special effects were fine, particularly with the dude, he I-beamed somebody's head inside of their head and it explodes. And I was like, okay, that's actually pretty gruesome. That's actually pretty
cool.
Yeah.
But when you find out why he did it, you go with it. Because when I saw him turn around and just go straight for the I-beam, I'm like, yeah, this is what happens when like when you told somebody, hey, go check, hey, look at that. That definitely looks nice, doesn't it? And you try to shoot them and the bullet bounces off of them. Number one, you ain't Carol from The Walking Dead. And two, you did not tell and number two, you did not tell them to look at the flowers. That's why your plan backfired.
Yo, did y'all do what me and Angie did when the dad shot that nigga in the back of the head and he was surprised? Me and Angie, keep shooting him! Keep shooting him! Keep shooting him!
I mean, but that's the thing. But that's the key thing. It's like there are certain things in this movie you expect it to go and it doesn't. Like I saw I saw a reviewer that literally tried to, and it's a woman and stuff, and like I'm not approaching my criticism on that angle, but God bless her for approaching that angle where she was really drawing on the comparisons of Brandon acting like an entitled white guy, and I was like, I can kind of see where you're coming from with that.
All right, look, this is coming from a fan of him. No, save that argument for Batman. Not this movie.
No.
That's why I was like, I see what you're going, lady, but this ain't the movie to say he's entitled. I mean, he's entitled.
This ain't that flag, homegirl.
No, it ain't, because first of all, that doesn't necessarily apply to him to begin with, because number one, he's an alien.
Yeah.
Let's get that out the way.
But that's the thing. It would have been nice if they established his entitlement when he finds out about his powers, but he doesn't. That's the thing. If he
doesn't go to, he doesn't go to school, big dog in chest out, telling the bully shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? He doesn't do none of that shit. He still acts like a weirdo.
Well, because I think first of all, if that did happen, there's
been a lot of characterization.
One, there's been a lot of characterization, and then number two, we would have got what led to Flashpoint, where he's just been kept under, a hot ass light by the government.
But
that's the thing too. There's another plot point where he doesn't want people to know about his stuff, and I'm thinking maybe that's because he knows he might get experimented on. Well, I'm like, dude, you can kill anybody. What are you talking about?
Like, dude, you do realize that you have the fucking the fucking game genie code right now, and you could be just rolling people, dog.
The only thing that you got to worry about is is a spoiled rich kid who lives across town, and his name just happens to be like Keith Alexander or something, and he dresses up as a mongoose late at night.
Oh, shout outs to that random Michael Rooker appearance that looked like he did. That was an obligatory cameo.
Boy,
I saw
shout out to Mike.
Michael Rooker's in there.
Hey, shout out to Mike for getting that SAG money on that shit, yeah.
I'm just sitting there like, yo, Rooker.
You know he got paid the SAG minimum to be there.
Let me tell you something. I would have enjoyed a Michael Rooker film if he was the paranoid dude that knew the kid had powers and was trying to kill the kid the whole movie. That would have been an interesting movie. That would have been
great. That would have been great. I'm not saying it would have saved the movie, but that would have been fucking needed.
Just Rooker trying to kill the kid.
Like I said, you would have had a character named, like I said,
Home Alone trapping the kid.
Like I said, you would have had a character.
Let me tell you something.
You would have had not Batman growing up across town. Like I said, his name would have been Keith Alexander, and he dresses up like a mongoose late at night.
It's like, you'll never stop the mongoose.
That would be this movie's universe.
I'm
of
sorry,
Batman.
yo, Brandon dressing up.
Yo, how did y'all like the sheriff taking the fucking rating?
Yo, that was in the fucking TV spot. I died on that shit. I was like, wow.
How do you know? No, let me make that very clear, everybody. You see every death in the goddamn trailer.
Hey, I don't give a shit. The FYI, the ending for the movie is in the TV spot. Just putting it out.
It is.
Yep.
It is.
I was so mad because I was sitting up there the whole movie like, hey, where's that one scene? No.
Oh,
no. Don't do it. No.
They did it.
Fuck.
They did it.
But hold on. And this I won't spoil because I want people to be good and mad. The excuse afterwards that is given for it, I know some of you, you're going to sit there and say, well, that makes sense. No, it's retarded. It is stupid. It is, woo.
I mean, it ain't as stupid
my God.
It ain't as stupid as Archangel dying in the plane crash, but it's almost in that hold my beer status. It's almost
dumb.
Oh, man.
Because you're going to be, look, I'm going to say this to everybody, and I'm just going to be real. Everybody that actually goes to movies, everybody that's actually critical of art, you're going to say this. So let me get this straight.
Because it's like the movie, it feels like if we actually went to a screener for this, which FYI, there was no screener for this. But
there was no screener for this. Now somebody told me this. Well, the way you saw it, Royal Talk bootleg, but the way you saw it, you know that they had no confidence in it because there was no trailer for it. Let me tell you folks something. There is a little thing called Not Everybody, okay? Geostorm had a fucking screener, okay?
That is called bold.
Tyler Perry doesn't have press screeners and his movies make money. Now, you can probably say, oh, well, he has an established base. True, but he still makes money. True.
Some movies have to go to test screenings. You know who got one of the worst one? The Snowman. The Snowman got one of the worst one. It was everybody was coming out that bitch say, "Don't put this out in theaters. Don't put this out in theaters."
Was that the one where they had to redub Val Kilmer's voice after that?
Yes, it was that one. I felt so bad for Fassbender because he was actually pretty good in it, but everything else in the movie was just so shit. God dang, yo.
It's like I think. And because I'm not disappointed, like angry at the movie, but I'm just sitting up there. I was watching it, and I had my arms crossed, and I'm just rolling my eyes, like this had potential to really be something. And it's like, wow,
that was my problem with the movie is that it looked good.
Yeah, it did. It did.
It had the looks. It had the looks.
The creepy atmosphere was nice.
Creepy atmosphere. The use of the special effects used to show off his powers look kind of cool, and
yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoy that actually the most of all the shit there. His powers look good.
I ain't gonna lie, I grimaced a little bit when Homegirl took that glass out of her eye. I was like, yeesh, yeah.
Actually, you know what I was saying? Okay. Superman, Constantine, or Saw. You can only pick one. What the fuck are you doing?
Constantine and Saw.
Can't do Constantine, like Keanu Reeves is too busy doing John Wick.
No, just the stuff from Constantine.
Oh, the stuff from the movie.
The fucking symbols that didn't. I'm like, what the fuck do symbols mean? What do the symbols mean? Is it magic symbols? I don't know.
How is it possible that a Godzilla movie got symbolism right over this movie?
Because I can answer that very easy because it does not take rocket science to do symbolism in a Godzilla movie.
It really does.
It really does. Yeah. Now that
environment or protect the animals. That's about it.
Protect the animals.
I mean, that's as most you're gonna go. But this one is like, to be honest with you, because I remember San Diego last year. Because after the James Gunn, we were no bullshit, folks. We were at San Diego, and the James Gunn thing broke out, and he was actually supposed to be at a panel for this movie in Hall H that same day. And he didn't come because of the news that broke out and stuff. So I remember hearing people when they came out of the Hall H for this movie, like, oh man, this movie is gonna be dope. It's Dark Superman. I'm like, what is it? Brightburn. And I was like, okay. And then I
remember that.
And I saw the trailer and I was like, okay, this is interesting. All right. And then, later on we were getting those, me and Mo and a couple of us, we were getting those jokes off on Twitter like, this is the movie that Zack Snyder wants. Evil Superman. And
everybody was getting those jokes, though.
Yeah, and then the movie, then you see the movie proper, and you're like, huh.
Something tells me, something tells me Zack Snyder didn't want this.
There's a different thing. Now, here's the funny thing. Do I want to call the movie bad? I call it terrible for only one reason. Just one big reason. Because it was disappointing. Do you know that? I wasn't saying that I wanted a movie like this, but you had a great premise. You had a good premise. And it's like immediately when you like somebody going for a dunk and they get in the air, they jump, and then you realize there's like 5 feet of nothing before you get to that rim. How are you going to get there?
Yeah,
like, yo.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make it. It just straight up Grant Hill drinks Sprite, boing, and falls back on itself, man.
Because it's like like we were saying, it's like if they did a little bit of characterization with Brandon, then it'd be like, all right, I understand why
he was all the way. Now here's the funny thing: I think the kid playing him wasn't bad. It's just he didn't have much to go on.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that kid looked creepy anyway, so he fit the bill on that end. I will give him.
All right,
no argument here.
Hey, Eris, this is more for DJ. Actually, no, it's for both of y'all. I forgot. Both of y'all. How did y'all like, and I'm not saying who caught this, but how did you like seeing that person going out like fucking Geese Howard at the end of this bitch?
Bruh, I laughed so hard.
Because in my head, oh!
Dude, just play the fucking...
Just play Geese's theme.
Now, Chris is funny, but at that scene, you know what I also said? This would have looked better if Zach did it. I mean that. That scene would have looked fantastic if Zack Snyder did it.
I said it best.
Ain't that sick about Zack Snyder? We really don't like his direction and his stories, but the motherfucker can make shit look good.
Yeah, I mean, look, I gotta be real. I said I had this epiphany at work and stuff. This movie came off like a lesser Chronicle.
Yeah,
because at least the guy in Chronicle, you marked where the turn of him going evil went, and you saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was a progression. Like, it was a lot of shit that he was going through. His cousin was the person that kind of kept him calm, and then he just snapped. And you saw
I mean, bare bones and basic as it was, but they got that point across. Yeah. You knew why that person snapped.
If they showed it with Brandon in this movie, it's like, all right, I get why he did what he did. Or hell, if they elaborated on him hearing the voices inside the ship, that would have been dope.
Yeah. It would have been nice to see something done with that, but
I thought it was on some Invincible shit where, oh, he's supposed to be conquering planets, like you said, like Goku and shit. It's like, oh, that's why he's here. Huh. Interesting.
Boy. Yes. Spoiler. She does. Of course she was going to die. But Elizabeth, at the end, when she tried, bitch, you tried. I will say this. The look on her face, I pause it. You see that, everybody? That is white woman scared in its purest form. That right there. That was liquid gold. Mwah. That look right there is when that is the look of white women realizing that Donald Trump is president.
I mean,
that is the look of white women. That is the look of white women when they realize that she's on an elevator and all three of these guys are talking about go-go music. That look. That look.
Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, so... But yeah, I guess that's man. That
so scores. I give it a 3. I'm staying with my 3.
I'm sitting at a 4. It went down a notch thinking about it. So I was sitting at a 5, folks, because that's the highs I was gonna go. But I was like, you know what? Thinking back on it, it's about a 4 out of 10.
I'm giving it a 4.5 just off of visuals alone.
All right, so it sits at a 4 with us. That
11 divided by 3.
I'm fine with that too.
It's about 3. That averages out to a 3.
That's a 4.
Honestly, truthfully, when you sit back and you watch this movie again the second time, you're gonna come back and you say to yourself, you know what? 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 all the way.
Perfect. Oh man, but you know what? It's amazing. I think this movie probably will make its money because.
It should. I will say that.
Budget. I don't see how you fuck that up, to be honest and stuff. I mean, and also it's funny too because I don't think Screen Gems, much like they did Proud Mary and a bunch of other movies, they didn't really promote this movie a lot.
I think there's just more buzz about this movie.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's it for Brightburn, folks. So It's amazing how this month of May there was a shit ton of fucking movies that came out. It's
like, you know what? And I'm glad that we stayed on top of it.
Yeah. So, but anyways, yeah.
So the next one we're going to talk about will be Ma. Would it be? Will it be? Yeah, Ma.
Or I might do a quick one on Aladdin if I see it by myself somehow during the weekend. I don't know. We'll see.
What I've been hearing, everybody likes it. I'm not going to watch it. I'll wait till it come out on DVD. Yeah. But yeah.
But anyways, yeah. Catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.
Done.
Phoebe.